He was happy that he did everything in his life that he possibly could to live his life. Not just be alive. Not just be alive. Not just be alive. Not just be alive.
If in the last week on the bike I felt really lonely, everything was going to change. Tedi is a 50-year-old Croatian that lives now in Hamburg with his family. We just meet along the road, and after a very short chat, we just understand that we would be really good cycling mates. He's a very tough guy, and he really knows how to deal with adventures and with bad situations. But at the same time, he's a really good person, has a really big heart, and always does his best to keep a good mood and a positive vibe. A few hours after we met, we just couldn't find a place to put the tent, so we have been searching in the night for the best spot.
So how is the situation over there? I think this is okay.
And then we found ourselves in this beautiful place. We talk with this Chilean guy that tells us about this remote valley where there is a glacier that goes directly into the lake. This lake is just 24 kilometers from the main road, so we just decided to go for it. But we have no idea what we will have to face. Every time there was a new challenge, a new struggle, Tedi was always really calm and was saying,
"It doesn't rain."
Go, 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 incredible! Just with the shoes.
Eventually the trail becomes really narrow, so the only solution for me is just to leave my bike, while Tedi wants to continue a little bit with his bike. So I just leave it here, and I just get the tent and the sleeping bag, and I continue like this.
We have to put everything we have. I cannot believe this is just one day. Oof, 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 oof. Okay.
You know about this?
No, I didn't see the movie.
You don't know about this?
How's it going, Teddy?
Good. It doesn't rain.
Good.
It doesn't rain. Everything is okay.
So how does it feel?
A little bit exhausted, but okay.
Amazing oatmeal.
Enjoy, buon approvecho.
Maybe there.
So we have to go down again for the cave.
Do you want to be in the cave or
And when we wake up in front of the lake, it's just amazing. This valley is very magical, and to me really feels like being in Alaska, with this amazing glacier in the view, with these plants and these wide and very clean rivers. I don't feel like I am in South America. And also, if I just met Tedi the day before, this adventure has been so intense that I just feel I've been knowing him for years. And this is an adventure that I will always remember. I say goodbye to Tedi, that has to come back soon to Germany, and I continue on my own. I just feel that now I would like to do something else than cycling, and since the part that I have to do is really dangerous and very dusty, I do a night hitchhike that arrives at 3 AM in Croatian, so that the next day I can start my 4-day trek. The Traversia Las Horquetas in Villa Cerro Castillo is a 4-day trek that I decided to do because of the majestic and beautiful views over the Lagunas and the Cerro Castillo Massive, but also is quite off the beaten track and not as touristic as other treks in. And then, at the end of the first day, I meet Gerardo. And by chance, because I just put my tent close to his tent. He says that every day he wakes up at 4:30 to start walking in the darkness and to see the mountains when the sun rises on top of them. And he asks me if I want to join him. And I just say, okay, why not? Then we arrived to the very tough and windy Paso Peñón, the most difficult part of the whole trek. ¿Sientes, Gerardo?
Cansado. Ha sido una ruta.
Gerardo is an engineer and has been living for 2 years in San Pedro de Atacama. And he tells me about the incredible parties that he used to do in San Pedro.
el chamán sí sufría dolor intestinal. Sí, sufría mucho.
He's an expert of plant and mushrooms, but has also a really keen passion for psychology.
Es un hongo, exacto. Y aquí hay otro hongo que se llama barba del abuelo.
Ah, esto me dijeron.
Barba del abuelo.
Y es un hongo. Also, he has really good cooking skills in the mountains. And whenever we need energy, he's cooking really good dishes like this pasta.
Yo ya estoy hasta de ánimo. ¿Cambió?
He's from Chile, and we say that maybe at some point we could meet and do a trek together around San Pedro de Atacama. Gerardo, my trekking mate from Chile, proposed me to try trekking 3 hours in the night to get out of the national park without paying the entrance fee. But let's go for this adventure. Es increíble que lo hicimos, porque ayer había mucha tensión, nos ven, no nos ven, la luz, se van, no se van. Estuvimos 1 hora